I'm Paul Marcus, talking today about the Nimmer et al. Copyright and Entertainment Litigation casebook. There is one major feature of the casebook that I think is of real significance. Well, maybe I'll divide it into two. One, it really is Mel Nimmer's casebook. Mel had, of course, Nimmer on copyright, had this idea of a casebook that would encompass both copyright law and entertainment litigation law to reflect more accurately what happens in the IP and entertainment litigation areas. And the book really encompasses both. And in that respect, it's really a unique book. It features both copyright and entertainment litigation. And for those who wish to teach that as a unified course, it works perfectly. For those who wish to teach it as separate courses, and that's what I do, it works extremely well, focusing on the copyright litigation portion of it and then the entertainment litigation portion of it. The section of the book that generates more, and boy does it generate discussion, is the doctrine of fair use under the Copyright Act. What a mess, that's for sure. We have a cartoon in the casebook which has someone climbing what looks to be the Himalayas, going to see the guru of all gurus, and he looks at him with this plaintive question and says, "What is fair use?" And we fade from that. It really is a very difficult concept when you can use someone else's work. It involves issues of the First Amendment, parody, when you can use it, where you can use it, how much you can use it, whether teachers can use it differently than entertainers. So it engenders a lot of serious discussion, and of course the courts themselves are not absolutely clear on what fair use is. The approach really is different in terms of focusing on both aspects, kind of a holistic view of copyright and entertainment litigation. I might tell you also, it is the very first book that used cartoons and portraits and posters and the like. So you see pictures of all people, Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, Vanna White, John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater, to make the point that this is both textual and visual. Now very common. When the book was initially written by Mel, was not common, that's for sure. There is the absolute best supplemental material. Not a teacher's manual, not a CD, DVD. It is the ultimate, and that is Nimmer on copyright. And Mel Nimmer, when he had this vision long ago, concluded, I think quite correctly, that if there was a major treatise in the area, and Lord knows Nimmer on copyright, 11 volumes of it, is about as major as it gets, that ought to be the guiding light for professors in shaping the discussion substantively, using examples and the like. So what we do in each section of the book, of the casebook, is key it to the sections of Nimmer on copyright. We quote extensively from it, with permission, of course, from the copyright owner. And I think it works extremely well in guiding faculty members into really quite serious discussions of the kinds of questions that we raise in the book. The book, I think, really does work very well as a unified course or as two separate ones. It's a somewhat traditional view of copyright litigation and entertainment litigation, but as it actually works out there for lawyers in the field. We have it in loose leaf form. It can be separated again into the two courses, or it could be one single course for the whole year. And if any of you have any questions about it or want to see any of my materials, feel free to contact me at the website of the College of William & Mary.